Yes, absolutely. Some of the new regulations seem quite unfamiliar. Let's see. Marisa, give me noun-verb pair, please. Regulations seem. However, that's an easy mistake to make, and students make that mistake. But there's another word that doesn't look like the right word that actually is the noun. Marisa, there's another word that's actually primary over regulations, but it doesn't look like it should be. No? No. Some. Very good. Some. Oh, I knew that was going to pick up both. Okay. If I say some of the regulations is a prepositional phrase that is actually modifying the word some. Some is more important. So if I say all of the students completed their homework, what's the subject? All. If I say some of my books are purple, what's the subject? Some. Very good. Of the books, of the students, these are prepositional phrases. That makes them secondary. The primary word is some or all or none. Now, that was an easy mistake to make, Marisa. No problem. You've got a linking verb there. What is some seeming? What's the word on the other side of the verb that is the predicate structure? Unfamiliar. Some seem unfamiliar. Linking verbs are a little bit like equal signs. Some equals unfamiliar. Predicate adjective or predicate nominative? That's correct. Good job, Marisa. Nice work. Zach, you had a question.
Oh, yeah, that is actually not the one in the book. It's actually not unfamiliar. It's unfair.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Still same kind of thing. Unfair, unfamiliar. They're both adjectives. Catherine, was that your comment? Okay. Good. The same grammatical structure holds. Got a noun, a linking verb, and then something on the other side. And I'm going to get back to what Zach said at the beginning. Predicate adjectives and predicate nominatives both basically do the same thing in only very slightly different ways. They describe subjects. Describe by renaming, describe by adding an adjective. That's a slight difference, but they both describe subjects. They both tell me about subjects. So if I say the monkey ball is bouncy, what's my subject? Monkey ball if it's compound. What's my verb? And what is bouncy? Predicate adjective or nominative? Predicate adjective. If I say let's see what else I could say. I'm trying to think of a predicate adjective. Oh, I say, this is a stapler. What's my subject? This. What's my verb? Correct. And what's the predicate nominative? Stapler. Both function the same way. Both include a predicate structure to describe the subject. A reliable worker she always was. I love this example. This is Yoda speak, right? By the way, if you listen to Yoda speak, you'll find out that the writers of Yoda's dialogue just take normal sentences and take predicate structures and throw them at the front of the sentence, and that's all they're doing. So you could do that all day. Quite unfamiliar, some of the new regulations seem. If I just keep speaking in that way, I can speak Yoda all day. A reliable worker she always was. Katie, what's my subject predicate, my noun-verb pair? What's my verb?
Was?
Correct. What's the noun connected to was?
She was.
Correct. Very good. What is she?
A worker.
That's right. So is that predicate adjective or nominative?
Nominative.
That's correct. This entire string of words is what kind of structure? We talked about it at the very beginning of our grammar unit. A reliable worker is what structure? Oh, I know, that was weeks ago. Looks like I got a noun with an adjective and another adjective all attached into one big unit. What do I call this? A noun phrase. Noun phrases contain adjectives. So some students will say, well, isn't that a predicate adjective, reliable? It is not, because reliable is linked to this word, which is primary. A is linked to this word, which is primary. This is a noun, therefore a predicate nominative. Before we get to tall and handsome was the bridegroom, let's go back to something a little bit simpler. Pablo Casals is my favorite cellist. Chad, noun-verb pair. Correct. Notice that Chad said Pablo Casals because both words are one unit. Compound noun, proper name. What's my predicate structure? Nominative or adjective, Chad, and what is it? Nominative is correct. Which word? Nope. Favorite would be adjective. My would also be an adjective. Cellist, there you go. Don't worry, Chad, that's the mistake that a lot of people are making right now. Favorite modifies cellist. My modifies cellist. Therefore, cellist must be more important because everything else is linked to it. Okay? Cellist stands alone. Favorite follows it. My follows it. Therefore, cellist is important. Zahara, how about the next one? Her speech before the committee seemed effective. What's my noun-verb pair? Did the committee seem? You got the verb. What seems? Very good. Don't be afraid just because the subject and the predicate are separated from each other. Good. And predicate adjective or nominative? What do you have in there? What is the speech seeming? Predicate adjective or nominative? Very good. You got it. About noon, the sky became dark and ominous. Abby. Noun-verb pair. Very good. Predicate adjective or nominative? That's right. We got a compound. Two of them. Two connected to one subject. Jumping ahead, back to your sentence analysis exercise. Tall and handsome was the bridegroom. This is another example of rearranging. And what is the noun-verb pair? Zach? Bridegroom was. Very good. And Zach, what do I have? Do I have predicate adjective, nominative? Very good. Another compound predicate adjective.
The noun can't be the predicate nominative, right?
The subject, you mean?
Oh, yeah.
Subject can't be predicate nominative at the same time. It can't do both duties.
But even though that's a noun, it doesn't matter since it's
Which one?
the tall and handsome was the bridegroom.
Tall and handsome was the bridegroom. What you've got there is sentences rearranged. So the bridegroom is actually the subject of your sentence. The bridegroom was tall and handsome. We've just rearranged it kind of like that Yoda rearrangement. Okay?